We are climbing up, yeah, we are climbing up to the Temple Mount, and yeah, say hello, my friend. This is my tours today, but you can see the Western Wall from here. This is the only option to see it from here. If you are climbing up that ugly wooden bridge, that's the only entrance for non-Muslims to the Temple Mount or to Al-Aqsa. We are doing it. And it's breezy. So nice. They might ask you to wear a skirt.
Okay.
No, you have no problem. But we can go in. אנחנו לא קשורים.
תמתין בבקשה.
התמונה של מכניסה אנשים שנכנסו בגניבה. Remember, you saw the Israeli police and the Waqf police will be there. They might ask you to wear the skirt, but we don't need to go with them. Yeah, to have to. All right, which is good for the pictures. Oh, sorry. No, only here.
Hello. Please go there, madam. Go there, take kebab.
Then we enter to the Temple Mount. Look at the beautiful dress that you got. All right. Then, although I already told you the story, we will repeat it for the video.
Yeah, with pleasure.
Let's start with the Jews. The Temple Mount, which now it's called Al-Aqsa or Haram al-Sharif, used to be a Jewish place. Let's start with it, that the center of the world, the foundation stone, was right here. And we're going to see it soon. And then Abraham and Isaac, Abraham almost sacrificed me, Isaac, Zahi, on top of the Temple Mount, Mount Moriah. And then God told the Jews to build his house right here. Then the holy for the Jews is not the Western Wall. The holy of the holy for the Jews, it's in a way the Dome of the Rock, because beneath the Dome of the Rock there is a rock, and this is the house of God. Then the house of God was there. We had two houses of God. The first one was built by King Solomon, been destroyed. The second one was built by King Herod, and King Herod wanted to impress the world. Then what he did, he actually destroyed everything that was around that stone, because the stone was so small, it's still so small. And he built 4 big walls. One of the walls is the Western Wall. And we just came from the Western Wall. Yes, you're right, it's right there. We enter through the Western Wall. Then the Western Wall is not holy for the Jews. The Jews are praying there because they have no other option but to pray as close as they can to the Dome of the Rock. The temple was between 2 to 3 times higher and bigger than the Dome of the Rock that you will see in front of you. That temple been destroyed 70 AD, and from that moment there's no Jewish temple here. It will take us another 600 years until Muhammad and Islam will arise. And according to tradition, although Jerusalem was never mentioned in the Quran, the Holy Book, according to tradition, Muhammad reached Al-Aqsa, which is in English is the far, far away mosque. And what you see in front of you is the entrance to Al-Aqsa Mosque. You can see a little bit of the mosque from here. Sadly, we cannot go in. Why we cannot go in? Because the Muslims decided not to let us go in. And that's from 2000. We are not allowed to go in. Until 2000, I could enter to Al-Aqsa. Then Muhammad reached Al-Aqsa and went all the way to the foundation stone, which is today the Dome of the Rock. Here it is in front of you. Then the rock is in the middle. Let's go slowly, and let's continue to talk about what's happened to Muhammad here. Muhammad reached the foundation stone, ascended into heaven, and then met God, who gave him the 5 prayers of a day. When he went back to the rock, straight from heaven, he met Gabriel, the same angel that I met with my father Abraham. Mary met with in Nazareth, and even Zechariah, the father of John the Baptist, met Gabriel, which was the messenger. And he gave him 2 glasses, one of milk and one of wine. He told him to choose. Now, let me remind you, it was a night journey. I don't know about you, I will choose the wine, but he chose the milk, and the angel told him, from right now, you cannot drink wine, and we are not adding any more chapters to the Quran. Then in that matter, although it's the 3rd important place for the Muslim, Mecca and Medina is more important, still it's a very important place. Then in that case, the problems or the debate between the Jews and the Muslims is not about Israel, not about Palestine, it's not about even Jerusalem, it's about one stone. Who owns the stone, the Jews or the Muslims? So happy that you brought water with you, so happy. If we're talking about water, one of the things that you must do as a Muslim before you are praying, and you can see those 2 people are praying now, you must purify your legs and your hands. Then you can see here, lots of sits for a lot of Muslim disciples that are planning to pray mostly in Al-Aqsa Mosque. Now when we know it, let's climb all the way to the Temple Mount, and then we will make a round around to the Dome of the Rock, and we make a round tour, and we're going to leave the Temple Mount from the northern part, because from here we are heading to Garden of Gethsemane, if it's okay by you. Garden of Gethsemane and the Tomb of Mary, which is a beautiful Greek Orthodox place. Both places, Dome of the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque that you saw already, were built in the 7th century. Been destroyed from time to time because of the earth is shaking here. But look how beautiful it is. The latest renovation was made by Jordan. King Hussein sold one of his palaces and covered the dome with gold. The weather is absolutely lovely.
It's amazing today.
It is amazing today. About art, the Muslims are not using pictures, images, just like the Jews are not supposed to do that. Then they're using geometric things, and look at the Muslim letters. They turn it into art. Beautiful, isn't it? You're not taking a picture of you here? No pictures? How dare you? We were waiting for half an hour. Good. Let's go, let's travel around it. Mainly because we cannot go in anyhow. But you can imagine that the, all right, east, yes. West, Tel Aviv, you can see from here. Can you recognize the Church of the Holy Sepulchre domes? The 2 domes there, next to the high tower? Then that's west. This is the way to Tel Aviv, to Jaffa, to the Mediterranean Sea, to France, even there. And we will take the eastern part, because I want you to see Mount of Olives, and we are heading to the Garden of Gethsemane, then it's better for us to go out from there. Then now you do have a present. First of all, to the one who watched those videos for the first time, my videos for the first time, and you didn't subscribe it yet, then subscribe that channel. And if you are my tourist, will be my tourist, you will always get a video as a present, for free of course. It's June 13?
Yes.
Yes, June 13, Monday, 2022. But this is not less beautiful. I want you to imagine that the Jewish temple that was here was between 2 to 3 times higher and bigger than the Dome of the Rock. Of course I can. Such an amazing sight, isn't it? It doesn't matter if you believe in it or not. It doesn't matter if you accept the idea that Muhammad was here or not. It's still a beautiful place. And look how beautiful is Mount of Olives. The resurrection will start there. The Jews believe that the Messiah will come, and then the first one who will resurrect are the people who are buried there. Remember that we saw the view of Mount of Olives and we saw the Jewish cemetery outside the wall? Then it's a little difficult to see. The pine trees are hiding it from us, but it's right there. What you can see from here is few things. Can you see the tower on top of Mount of Olives? This is the Ascension Church. That is where Jesus ascended into heaven, and he promised us to come back from the same site. A little bit to the right, at the top of Mount of Olives, surrounded with trees, you can see a small tower. Remember that you asked me about the place that Jesus and the disciples were together. This is Paternoster Church, belongs to the French Catholic. It's a Carmelite order, and the church is closed now, then we cannot visit it. But beneath it, there's a small chapel with a black dome. This is Dominus Flavit, the Lord wept. From there, Jesus saw the city and cried because he knew that the city will be destroyed. And at 70 AD, it happened. The Golden Onion Domes is a Russian church, Mary Magdalene. It's less important for us, but what is important for us, and we cannot see it from here, is the Garden of Gethsemane, the place that Jesus reached after Mount Zion, after he visited Rome, the Last Supper. And then Judas kissed him while he was praying, and the rest we know. Then we are going to visit it. Let's go a little bit down, although it's so breezy and nice here. And I want you to see another gate from the other side, because from Garden of Gethsemane, we will see the other side of it. This is the Mercy Gate according to the Jews. And according to the Christians, it's called the Golden Gate. The Christians believe that Jesus will enter to the city from that gate. That is one of the reasons why the gate is closed, it's sealed, cannot use it. Look at the beautiful olive trees, and although it's hot, it's not so bad, isn't it? And do you want to refill your bottles? If not, we can do that later on. Yeah, and drink. And what about you? Do you have a drink?
Actually, I should.
Then drink, because this is something that you must do. You can see the olive trees and the olive fruit. There it is. They will harvest it in October. Yeah. Then you asked me to go through non-touristic places. Here it is. behind it. There are two police here, the Israeli police and the Waqf, the one who sits in the chair. And idea is not to let people pray here. Except of Muslims, the Muslims are not allowing anyone else to pray in that holy site. The reason the Jews took their own, they are going together, is because they might start to sing and pray, which is not so allowed. This is the Golden Gate from the inner side. We're gonna see the Golden Gate from the other side. Does it look like the entrance of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre? Yeah. It looks a little bit like that, isn't it? Yeah. Then the Church of the Holy Sepulchre is in the way a replica of it. Then, Jesus, my hand are through here, my dears. One day when I will be here, he might come. Olive trees, did you look at the olive fruit? Remember that we start the day with a nice weather. It was even a little bit chilly. Now it's less.
It's so hot with the supplementary.
Yeah. But still, 2 days ago it was, let me see, today it's 28. 2 days ago it was 35, almost 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Then it's a huge difference. Yep. It is comfortable, and I cannot complain. Yeah. We cannot complain. Well, did you subscribe my channel? You are already 70? Yeah, we did. It's already 17 minutes. We are almost at the end of the tour, but I want you, if you're still watching that video, I want you to see another gate. It's called Lion's Gate, and then we will say goodbye. Then can you understand how big is that plaza that King Herod built to create a Jewish temple? And now it's a Muslim site. Question that I usually been asked: how can it be that we the Israelis are not destroying the Muslim site and building instead of it a Jewish temple? Then first of all, some of the fanatic Jews want to do that. Then it's I can understand why the Muslims are a little bit afraid of it, but by the Israeli law we cannot touch it. We occupied it at 1967, but immediately we gave it back to the Muslims. A church belongs to the Christian, not to Israel. That's by law. A mosque belongs to the Muslims and not to Israel. By law, a synagogue belongs to the Jews but not to Israel. Then in that case, we cannot do that. It will be a Muslim place until, I don't know, God will decide to do something else. Then let's leave slowly that place, and we will walk together to the Garden of Gethsemane. It was a short tour of 20 minutes. I think it was enough. Especially when it's quite hot. This is the northeast gate of the city. If you want to start the Via della Rosa, you can start it from here. If you want to go to Mount of Olives, it's better to do it from here. Asbat Gate. And we are the Waqf police, the Muslim police, and the Israeli police. Hello. Ah, yeah, you have to bring him back. Yes. What's the name of it in Arabic?
This is hijab.
Hijab. Hijab. Okay. Now, I don't want you to see what she's doing now, but she's taking the hijab out. Bye, להתראות לכם. Kol tov. This is the gate from the outside. We cannot enter to here, but we can go out. To enter from the ugly wooden bridge, to go out, we can go out from any of the gates. We choose to continue to Garden of Gethsemane. That's why we used their gate. And they asked me to do as much as I can to be in a non-touristic places, and I'm trying to do that. We didn't see a lot of tourists. Then this is one of the 8 gates. Today we saw the new gate. We saw Zion Gate, the Dung Gate, and now we will see the Lion's Gate. Al-Jazali Square. That's the way. That's the way to the Via del Rosa. We actually been there. And you like gates? Here it is. You can actually take another picture from outside. It's even more beautiful. Then let's go there. We are leaving now the old city. Third, the Kidron Valley, Josaphat Valley. Oh, look at the cherries. Looks so good. And here it is, the Lion's Gate. Now thank you very much for watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe. Say hi. Bye bye.